So I want to thank you guys for coming in to see me today, and I want to start by asking you what brings you in.
Okay. So I'll just be completely candid since we're paying all this money for you to hear us talk. And there's no point just sitting here in silence. But I really don't want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is a waste of time. I've already talked to my lawyers, but he wants to, try to work things out. And I'm just ready for the divorce. I don't see the point in all this. But I'm going to humor him and show the courts that, I did try.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm here for. But this is basically done in my head.
Wow. So it sounds like you don't have any hope for your relationship anymore.
I mean, there's always a little hope, but at the same time, I know better. I hope that we can still be friends. I mean, we have kids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want this to turn ugly or anything like that. Another reason why I'm trying to accommodate, but outside of that, I really just don't see it working out.
Okay. Enrique, can you tell me a little bit about why you think you guys are here today?
I don't know where we lost it. I don't know where it happened, what went left. We've been together 13 years, and you just don't throw away 13 years. And we got 3 beautiful kids, and I just out of nowhere, she just maybe I was blind from the beginning, but she just got this feeling of entitlement. Like whenever she feel like whatever she feels, she gotta have it. This feeling, and I don't understand it. Cause I give her whatever she wants, so she can feel safe and secure. I provide everything she needs, and we had a beautiful life. I don't know what happened.
Nobody's arguing that our life together wasn't beautiful. It's just I'm not feeling it anymore. You can make a mockery of it or whatever and say that I just do things on a whim, but I've really thought this out. It's just I'm not attracted to you in the way I was when we started, and why stay in a relationship if you're not happy? That doesn't make any sense.
So you said you're not feeling it anymore. Can you describe what you mean by that a little bit more?
I mean, things aren't like the way they were when we first met.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like he's always like every weekend he's on the couch watching his games or whatever, and like he doesn't do the same things. He doesn't go out like he used to or like we used to.
Mm-hmm.
It's not attractive, and I don't feel as if I should be stuck in a relationship where I'm not attracted to my husband.
Mm-hmm. Well, it sounds a little bit like you may be upset that y'all aren't having any quality time together. Is that correct?
I feel like it's definitely a part of it, but there's just the physical attraction isn't there anymore. Quality time isn't there anymore. We're more like roommates than we are husband and wife, and like emotionally we're not connected in the same way that we were. So why even continue on when there's better probably out there for the both of us?
So how does it feel to hear Quan say these things?
I don't even know. I don't even know numb to it, but it baffles me because she keeps talking about I don't look the same like I used to. I mean, I was 13 years ago. I was in the best shape of my life. I was an athlete. I was an instructor at this really this popular nightclub and one of the dance instructors. And so I mean, I was in the best shape of my life. But because of that lifestyle, and I'm trying to settle down and have a family, I sacrificed that so I could be at home more. And I had 3 kids. Like I'm not attractive. Like, is that it? Like, we both changed, but I'm the only one that's unattractive, right?
Really?
Call it what it is, man. We both changed, but I'm the only one that's the problem. My mom's proud. That's her thing. That's what she do. She get
I just-
emotional. She get her mindset on something. She go.
I don't understand why you would stay if you're not attracted to me and I'm not attracted to you.
Cause of love, man.
But how can you say love?
You don't get it. We've been together 13 years, man. Love is. I chose to stay because you're a good mother. You know, you're a good wife when you ain't on these emotional tangents.
Really?
Yeah.
So let's take a step back and talk about how you guys met, just so I can get some background and some more information on your relationship and your journey together.
It's a silly story.
It's not silly. It's the best story ever. But she just keep forgetting it. So we married 13 years, right? I remember this one night. I used to be a dance instructor at this little place called Cosmos. I was teaching the bachata, and she walked in. Her and her little group of friends, and her little skinny friend tried to speak to me, but I didn't like her.
Victoria.
Yeah, that one.
You
She
sure
was-
acting
she
like
was-
you liked her.
She was skinny, she had a big old head. That's Victoria. I ain't like her. But I was doing my job, you know, get everybody, you know, into the building and you know, just make more money. And then she walked over, with cute little red heels on, and she asked for a dance. She asked for a lesson. I said, well, she asked for a lesson. And so I was teaching her a little lesson.
Stepped on my foot twice, by the way.
Well,
Kind of instructor.
well, that was on purpose. Cause after the lesson, I was like, hey, you know, got home, iced the feet, taught her another lesson, and we've been married ever since.
You didn't have to tell it like that.
Yep, that's what happened.
It sounds like a romantic story. Do you have any to add? What was your first impression of Enrique?
I mean, he was super suave, and like all the girls wanted him. And so I guess I just really made it a point that I was going to be the one to get him. And when I really think about it, I feel like I never just stopped. You know, I just kept kind of going with the relationship, and it got really comfortable. And so it just was 13 years later, and here we are, 3 kids, and he's not the same man from Salsa Night. I mean, who marries the guy from Salsa Night, honestly? But I did, and I mean, I loved him. I still love him. You know, as a person, he's a good guy. He's a great father. He's just not as exciting as he was before. Like,
Well, I left that up to that was my compromise. So I could be at home and be a good husband and be a good father. Cause I mean, what kind of man would I be if every Saturday night or every Friday night I'm out with all these females around and you know how you get. You get so doggone emotional. And you think that you know, everybody that's strutting by trying to get me.
well,
I was trying to spare us the headache.
So it sounds like y'all are a little bit on 2 different pages. Quan, on one end, it seems like you miss the spontaneity and the excitement in your relationship, but Enrique, you feel like you kind of toned it down to make Quan happy and to be more of a family man. Is that correct?
but nobody asked him to tone it down or what have you. Nobody said, hey. I mean, I did get upset when all those little fast girls were always around him.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't have to ask. That was enough for me. That's how I took it. And every time you asked me, could you see my phone, or when you was cussing out some chick walking by, you know, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. So I stopped, so that we could have some peace.
So you made that gesture for Quan out of love and respect for her.
That's what I thought.
So how does it feel for you, Quan, to hear that Enrique thought that he was doing something nice for you?
Well, I mean, it sounds nice, but now it's just like everything's just super mundane now. You know I can get a little bit. I don't look like I can, but I can get a bit loud and a little bit ethnic. But is, you know, it keeps life exciting, you know? You only live once, and why not act like you're alive? Why be bored all the time? And it's just like, every once in a while, what's wrong with a little fight? Just to keep things interesting.
So you use fighting to bring excitement into your relationship?
I wouldn't say I use it, but I'm not going to turn down one. You know, a girl bumps up at me, then.
And I don't like to fight. I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's a lover, not a
I
fighter.
think it's absolutely ridiculous.
He doesn't even like watching reality shows. He's like,
Because it's ridiculous.
why? Why are these two women acting this way? And I'm like, yes, get a Keisha.
So Quan, you stated that, you know, it's become mundane and boring. What is a normal day like for you guys in your household?
Gosh, it's like, wake up, make breakfast, or set out the cereal, get the kids dressed and ready, get them to school, go to work, come back from work, help the kids with their homework, go to bed. It's like just routine. It's like we never talk to each other. We never like just have us time or anything like that. It's just wake up, breakfast, school, work, homework, TV maybe, and then it's just like I said, it's like we're roommates, not lovers.
So Enrique, what role do you play in the family?
The one that work, you pay all the bills.
I want to.
So,
He doesn't really consider my job a job.
tell me what you do.
I'm not.
Tell me.
You tell him. Go ahead.
It's your job. You want to found it. Exciting.
I don't want to say it because he's just going to demean it in every single way. And that's the most excited he gets about anything, is when he wants to harp on what I do for a living. And I won't. I'm not going to sit here and let you.
Tell him. I'll be quiet. Tell him.
I work for a nonprofit organization that helps women in, I guess, less fortunate situations feel a bit more secure with their bodies. And so they'll take like belly dancing classes or pole dancing classes. And it's women from all sorts of different lifestyles, but it's really to just help them build confidence and maybe, you know, find a job. A lot of them do end up doing exotic dancing, but
She trains strippers. That's what she does.
it's,
She trains.
they don't all become strippers, but it's really just getting people back on their feet the best way that they can. And a lot of women do feel better because it's like, hey, I can make money doing this. And so from there they can go and maybe go to school or something like that. So it's really just the gateway. And it is a bit more exciting because you never know what kind of person you're going to meet in these situations.
Well, you sound like you're very proud of what you do and that you enjoy your profession. But it also sounds like it may be a source of tension within your relationship.
I mean, there's such a negative connotation attached to it. But I mean, house moms do belly dancing classes and pole dancing classes all the time. So what's the difference between, you know, if you're upper middle class or a former hooker? I mean, I really don't see how there could be so much discrimination.
Okay. So, Enrique, you dislike Quan's career, and as a result, what is the response that you give her when she comes to you and wants to discuss her day?
She spent so much time getting dressed up and pretty for that class. But I can't remember the last time she put that much effort into us going out for a nice dinner.
When was the last time we went out for a nice dinner?
I asked you that one time.
That one time.
Yeah, at one time. No, but we didn't end up going
Mm-hmm.
because she didn't like any of the suits I had. And,
They all had holes in it. They were all faded. They were all too small because he had put on a little bit of weight. A little, I mean a lot. And it wasn't okay.
Mm-hmm.
well, she pretty much tore up my whole closet, and we ended up not going out. And see, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. We can't even go out and have a good dinner because she's so worried about looks and how we gonna look. And I'm just trying to go have some
No,
fun.
when you started this relationship, you look like the flyest man on the planet. And now I'm expected to go out with you looking like.
See, that's so we need to work on.
I mean,
something.
honestly, I don't know why I didn't burn this jacket before we left. Like, really, what is that stain? What is that stain?
I was helping my homeboy work on the house.
Where are these holes?
That's not.
Do you really have to wear this stuff
That's how
outside?
Jackie came. I bought it with the holes in it.
You bought it with the holes in it.
Yeah. I like it. Like I like my suits.
Yeah. If you could just be a bit more tailored, it would definitely help the situation. But I'm not gonna try to change you. I'm not. No. Not even.
Okay, so let's take a step back. We were talking about your regular day-to-day, and I don't think I got an opportunity, Enrique, to hear your role, because when I was listening to Quan, she was saying, we wake up, we get the kids ready, I go to work, it's homework, it's schoolwork, but not once did I hear Enrique's name come up. So I'm interested to know how you fit in during the day.
He's that one that's on the couch while all this other stuff is going on.
No, I will go to Junior's games. I love his games.
He does go to games. And he does go to work. He goes to work when I go to work. So
And
But
I love juice.
everything
Sometimes
outside of that,
I cook too.
occasionally.
I can cook.
Yeah. That's basically how he fits it.
Okay. So if you had to wake up and the day was perfect, no distractions, and you can just have the perfect day, what would that look like?
She would make breakfast. She'll make breakfast in the morning. Not the way she used to.
You
She
know,
make- we make that nasty gluten free. I don't like the gluten free.
Listen, it's better for everybody.
Let's see. She would make breakfast that she made. Remember that one Thanksgiving you made that big old breakfast? And she would get dressed for work, and she used to leave little notes around the house for me, like when I got home. Sometimes she comes in after. That was nice. I like that. And she would do sweet stuff again. That's what I want. She's not sweet no more. Now she's just mean.
Why would you stay with the person you think is mean?
Cause I know your potential. You were sweet before, and I liked it.
But why sit there and wait for?
That's what we is. And we gonna find where she went.
So what would be a perfect day for you, Juan?
Honestly, and I'm just gonna say this just as a disclaimer, so he can hear it and understand exactly where I am. So to answer your question, perfect day for me would be waking up
Okay.
to breakfast in bed, nice attractive gentleman bringing it to me, and then we might have some fun. And then I go about my day. I have to worry about him or what he's doing. And, just go to work and just do me, And not have to worry about anybody else. And so that would be a perfect day for me.
So the nice gentleman you were speaking of is Enrique, right?
No.
No. Okay. So your perfect day, you're imagining it without him?
Yeah. And with a pool
Yeah.
boy in my place. She want a pool boy.
Okay.
She doesn't have to be a pool boy. He could be a gardener.
Okay.
Okay.
So my reasoning in asking you guys that was to, I guess, see how you see each other. If you wanted to see things from a little bit from what you were saying before when you first met, and how you incorporate each other into your stories. I remember seeing on your assessment that your intake paperwork, you have a little bit of different goals, but hopefully we can get you guys on the same page as far as communicating and, I don't know, figuring out how you want to go forward on your journey.
Alright.
I know we talked about it a lot today, but hopefully we can